Nagbabalik po ang aming live and exclusive coverage ng 2015 National Collegiate Championship. Let's take a look at the stats from the first quarter.
You can see the glaring difference in the field goal percentage, 41% for JRU, meanwhile just 29%. Both teams only able to connect on one three-point shot, but offensive rebounding going the way of National University. Turnovers are equal at 3 apiece, but only JRU has been able to convert off of those NU turnovers.
Maraming salamat muli sa inyong pagtutok ngayon. Anton Rojas kasama si Marco Benitez. And at courtside, we have Ira Pablo reporting for NU and Roxanne Montealegre for JRU. Hindi nga maganda ang naging percentage ng NU pagdating sa field goal shooting. Just 6 out of 21. Samantala, itong JRU 7 out of 17.
Let's see if both teams try to go inside a little bit more, because no team shot any free throws in that first quarter, so both teams not able to draw an active shooting foul.
Gallego to Yu, who passes it to the corner to Abatayo. Balik ang bola kay Yu. Yu to Aquino, who steps back for 3.
And we've seen him hit a couple of those back in season 76.
Matthew Aquino in a Bulldogs uniform, knocking down a triple.
And that's just going to be a lot more scary if both Matthew Aquino and Alfred Daroga can hit it from long range.
Speaking of hitting it from long range, Paulo Pontejos is very capable of doing that.
Oh, averages about 26% from the three-point area. Itong si Paulo Pontejos, second leading scorer at about 14 points per game.
When Paulo Pontejos gets his groove going, he's hard to stop. Aroga fades away. Too strong. Aquino trying to secure that basketball. He kicks it out to Aroga.
And what I like about Aquino is he's gotten a little bit more heft in that body of his, so he's able to bang bodies more inside the paint.
Meanwhile, Aurin is able to tap the basketball for a steal. Pontejos with a crossover. Pontejos with a drive, and he will be the first player to shoot free throws in this game.
I mean, you like the patience of Paulo Pontejos. Really reading the defense of Nico Abatayo, using his quickness, that quick first step, as we see this three-point shot from Matthew Aquino.
Paulo Pontejos also knocking down a triple earlier. Paulo Pontejos, very emotional season for him with the passing of his father right before the Final Four. Now with a bigger role with the Jose Rizal University Heavy Bombers, being assigned as the new team captain. He's got one more playing year in the NCAA along with another veteran, Jordan De La Paz.
And they led JRU to that 4th spot, just lost to Mapua in that battle or that playoff for 3rd. JRU now playing full court press.
And JRU really had to work to make it to the Final Four. They were 6-6 at one point during the season before winning 6 straight games to finish at 12-6. Just enough to make it to the Final Four. Now let's go back to Ira Pablo from the NU side. Ira?
Captain JJ Alejandro has been vocal during timeouts in leading his team through his experience. The Bulldogs are challenged during this ball game, competing with an NCAA team, but Coach Eric Altamirano remained calm and adjusted matchups. He puts his trust in the new players and instructed the boys to get back through their defense. Anton and Marco.
Thank you very much, Ira. You know what? I was talking to assistant coach Joey Guanyo, and I asked him who the new captain of NU is. And he told me that, well, JJ Alejandro appointed himself as the new team captain.
Well, if you have the confidence to make your Twitter name JJ Pogi, then you probably have the confidence to appoint yourself as team captain of this Bulldog squad. But he is, I believe he is the most veteran player on this lineup now, barring Alfred Daroga in terms of playing years.
Ayan po si JJ Alejandro, who grew up in Caloocan but traces his roots, his family's roots, to Leyte. He plays for his father, JR, and his mother, Rose, and good start for him in the NCC. with a 25-point performance against Pats. Meanwhile, Gallego. I'm not sure kung sinadya ni Gallego yon, but he'll take the basket as the game is tied up once again at 19.
The bank is open here in Tanawan, Batangas.
And Gallego comes up with a steal. JV Gallego finishing with the offhand.
And you like the sudden burst of speed there after he got that steal and saw Abdul chasing him.
5 straight points just like that.
Scorer talaga tong si JV Gallego. And he's going to be adjusting to playing that. Sometimes he's going to be playing the point guard spot in college. But hands down, you know this kid can score.
Another new player on the floor for NU, a transferee from UP, Kim Cinco with the basketball right now, number 27.
Former player ata to ni Coach Alan Gregorio sa UPIS.
He has the basketball right now. Puts it up. Nothing there. Aurin fouled by Gallego.
That's going to be a duty foul there on Gallego. And you not getting the penalty.
Substitution.
And yung 3-point shot and the steal. And Gallego finishes with his offhand.
NU has taken the lead. They're up 21-19. Magbabalik po ang 2015 National Collegiate Championship. Said a while ago, it's the 4th year that we are here at the Faith Gym in Tanawan City, Batangas. And this is always the turnout. The students really come out to check out the games. And of course, we have the chairman of the Philippine Collegiate Champions League, Mr. Ray Gamboa, here today. And Miss Rose beside him. You can check out the games once again on sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/NCC.
So NU, after a little bit of a slow start as JRU took the lead in the first quarter, getting their bearings back. As we see the starters' points on your screen, 13-9 in favor of the Heavy Bombers. 5 points already for JV Gallego here in the first half.
Meanwhile, Jordan De La Paz has checked back into the ball game. Pontejos gives it up to De La Virgen. Oh, hindi pa natin nakikita yung kombinasyon ni Chodoro and Pontejos.
You read my mind, partner. Hindi pa natin nakikita nga yung backcourt combination, yung Splash Brothers, kumbaga, nitong JRU. And we expect that to happen possibly later in the second half when Coach Vergel Meneses really wants to go to his go-to players.
Samantala, kapos ang tira ni De La Paz. 5.
Med Salim also in the ball game. Here's their patented high-low play off a double high.
Ronel Lastimosa is also in the ball game now for NU. Gallego to Salim. Aroga puts it up and in.
Once Abdul Razak helped out on the Med Salim, nobody there to box out Alfred Aroga, so easy putback.
MJ De La Virgen is able to draw a foul. Still have 5 minutes and 1 second remaining here in the first half.
Substitution.
Del Potucci coming back in the ball game now for Abdul Razak Abdul Wahab.
So far, quiet 4 points and 4 rebounds for Alfred Aroga, who played just, make that 5 rebounds, played just 14 minutes in their last game against Pats. Coach Eric opting to get his non-usual starters more burn in that game, which they comfortably won 99-51.
We were talking about the field goal percentage, the poor field goal percentage of both teams in the first quarter. Ngayon, mas maganda na ang pinapakita ng Bulldogs, 50%. And Aroga, you mentioned his minutes, nakasyam na minutos na itong si Alfred Aroga dito sa bakbakan na to.
If you notice, Alfred Aroga, once he gets the ball in the post, he still prefers to face up against his defender because he knows he has that quickness advantage. So faces basket, makes that jab step. If the defender doesn't bite, he'll take that fadeaway, mid-range fadeaway. Sometimes if the defender doesn't follow, or if the defender bites on his jab step, he takes it strong to the basket, which is what he did right there, and drew the foul from Potucci.
So Matt Salem, who started this game, 0 for 3 though from the field so far for Matt Salem. Alfred Daroga, that's a high arcing shot right there.
Substitution.
Looks like he tweaked his form a bit. Made his shot a little more high looping. But yun nga, Alfred Daroga has one more playing year in the UAAP. Now you can expect him to lead NU in terms of statistical categories, points and rebounding, together with JJ Alejandro in terms of points.
Tete Chodoro is back on the floor. He came in for Paolo Pontejos. Let's go first to the JRU side with Roxanne Montealegre. Rox?
Stick to the plan, stick to the system. Yan ang sabi ni Coach Vergel Meneses at ramdam na natin ang kanyang intensity at frustration dito sa Tanawan. Sabi nga niya sa players niya, nagka-problema tayo sa blocking and execution sa first quarter. But this time, we just have to rebuild on the team defense. Gusto rin niyang ipasok sa game today ang kanyang mga rookies. Sabi nga ni Jonathan Mendoza, he is very thankful to be part of the team, especially being under the wing of basketball legend Coach Vergel Meneses. Back to you, Anton, Marco.
Thank you very much, Rox. At maganda ang pinakita ni Jed Mendoza sa first quarter ng ating bakbakan. Started this game, naka-4 na puntos na si Mendoza.
That's going to be an offensive foul there. Called on JV Gallego, trying to set that cross baseline screen for Alfred Daroga.
JJ Alejandro and Diputado, the new starting backcourt for the NU Bulldogs, back on the floor. Tignan natin ang banggaan na nangyari dito.
Not much contact, pero moving screen kasi yung binigay ni Gallego.
De La Virgen shoots for 3. Earlier we saw Chodoro hit from that same spot. Ngayon naman, De La Virgen doing some damage from long range.
Well, apart from Chodoro and Paulo Pontejos, and JRU not really known as a great three-point shooting team. They only average about 26% from 3. Right now, they're shooting at 40%. Check that, 33% from long range.
Naka-4 na three-pointers itong Heavy Bombers. 3 pa lamang para sa Bulldogs. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Chodoro fires another 3. Aroga with the board.
That's going to be a foul on Abdel Potucci. Aroga getting better inside rebounding position.
Two giants colliding for that rebound. But foul called on Abdel Potucci. JRU reclaiming the lead 26-25. Magbabalik po ang 2015 NCC.
Back to the ballgame.
It is a jam-packed Faith Gym as the students here have come out to witness this exciting matchup between the NCAA's JRU Heavy Bombers and the UAAP's NU Bulldogs. Both teams really making sure that the opponent does not get any easy baskets. Nakita natin ang NU at JRU applying full court pressure.
Well, JJ Alejandro with the right idea there, trying to execute a no-look pass to Alfred Daroga, but quick hands there from JRU. Well, partner, we expected this game to be close. Alam naman natin ang JRU, one of the teams that are really clutch in the NCAA, so not backing down from anybody.
Abdul Razak defending Alfred Daroga, who had nowhere to go. If there's one guy that we can compare to Alfred Daroga in the NCAA, it's Mr. Brightside, Bright Akweti, who's also a good face-up player.
In terms of skill set, no, a guy who can take it coast to coast, guy who can shoot from mid-range.
Mr. Brightside, of course, representing the Philippines with Ola Diogun, Kiefer Ravena, and Jeron Teng in the FIBA 3-on-3 in Qatar. Meanwhile, Grospe Missing on that short jumper. Balik ang bola sa labas. Tate Chodoro lost his footing.
The referees are going to call a dribbling violation. But just to give you an idea of how big of a challenge it is for Alfred Aroga, he's going to be matched up against two Africans who are just about his height and strength-wise almost equal to him. But he's only one guy, and these guys are going to be sharing the minutes between each other, so they're going to be more fresh than Aroga.
Miscommunication there between Diputado and Rangel.
Well, Anton, naturally in a tournament where you are experimenting with lineups, there's going to be some miscues because these guys are going to be trying to familiarize themselves with the way each other plays, the way each other positions themselves on the floor. Yung that time, yung between Chadi Rangel and Diputado, Diputado was expecting a handoff, but Rangel gave him a little bit of a strong pass. So nabitawan ni Diputado for a turnover.
Abdul Wahab hands it off to De La Paz. De La Virgen with a fake jab step. Alejandro does not bite. De La Virgen to De La Paz. De La Paz spins, kicks it out. Tate for three. Bitin, rebound Alejandro. Alejandro umarangkada, and De La Paz makes sure that JJ does not break free.
Judy foul there from De La Paz as it was going to be a 2-on-1 fast break situation.
Di na hinayaan ni De La Paz. Kaya lang, nasa penalty na ang JRU.
And JJ Alejandro is an 81% free throw shooter, but as I say that, he misses on the first.
This is probably the first time na naglalaro si JJ dito sa Faith Gym. And JJ knocks down the second free throw. As Jed Mendoza, who started this game, checks back for JRU. 26 all. Third deadlock here in this contest.
They're trying to post up Jordan De La Paz, better run against Reggie Burrido, who is a rookie with NU.
Jordan De La Paz will shoot free throws. De La Paz averaged 7 points per game for JRU in NCAA season 91.
He's a 66% free throw shooter.
Matagal na ring naglalaro itong si Jordan De La Paz, former JRU light bomber, before joining the seniors lineup in 2011.
2-1 here for JRU, dropping down to man-to-man.
Alejandro kicks it out to Morido. Morido fires for three, and he knocks it down over Abdul Wahab.
And Morido can hit that, so Abdul Wahab not expecting him to pull up for three. Ayun din yung one of the things that players are going to have to get used to kasi they don't play against these guys in their home tournament, so scouting-wise, they're not as familiar. It's one of the things that you have to take it as they come.
Jordan De La Paz will head back to the free throw line. This is the first of 3 straight days that basketball will be played here in the Faith Gym. Bukas magsisimula na ang Luzon Metro Manila qualifying games, and then on Monday the Elite 8 will commence.
And you know, the winner of this game will immediately play tomorrow against Olivares College. So halos walang pahinga, less than 24 hours. Meanwhile, yung TIP naman was able to get some rest after their game last Thursday. They're going to be playing Lyceum Northwestern University Dukes.
Always exciting to see the teams from the provinces see action at mapapanood natin sila bukas. Coverage starts at 2 p.m. dito pa rin sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action. Mendoza with a fearless drive, nothing there. Alejandro, no foul called. Alejandro gives it up to Rangel, who scores.
Great presence of mind there. Great recovery from JJ Alejandro, and then the lob to Rangel, who hits it in the nick of time.
National University erupting for 18 points in the second quarter, even though guys like Paulo Pontejos and Tete Chodoro started to heat up for the Heavy Bombers. JV Gallego, who scored 5 straight points, finally showing his much talked about basketball skills. And what about the new guys from the NU side? Alfred Aroga, nothing new about his dominance in the paint. Chadi Rangel, who started his game at center, scoring to end the half. We've got a lot more in store from right here in the Faith Gym in Tanawan City, Batangas. So don't go away. Keep it right here on ABS-CBN Sports and Action.